Oh, it's freezing. Yeah, it's chilly. Oh, it's England.
Yeah, true.
Morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Matchday -1 against Australia at St George's Park. Appreciate you all being here. Anton, we'll begin with you.
Morning, both. Nice to see you. Sarina, first off, I know this camp hasn't gone perfectly with all the players sort of coming in and dropping out, and I understand there's an update this morning as well.
Anouk Denton is added to the squad. We have a squad of 25 now. After the match Saturday, we had some niggles. Things are going well, so everyone will be on the pitch, but we're still also in recovering and in preparing stage for tomorrow. So if things go well, then we have to make a decision for the 23s.
Which players are you monitoring going into this final training session?
Oh, they're not big things to share, because there's always, when you're a football player, there's also small things, but I just didn't want to take any risk. And we're still building some players too, if you've seen, with Lucy Bronze and Niamh Charles.
How's Hannah Hampton?
She's good. She's progressing really well. Has ticked all the boxes so far. So today there's another training session which she has to come through, but things look really good.
So you're confident she will be available?
Well, still one day to go, and today, of course, we have a good session for her. And if things go well, then she will be available for tomorrow.
Sarina, what do you want to see improve from your team compared to what we saw on Saturday?
I think, Brazil challenged us in ways we haven't been challenged that much in games. So that's why I was so happy with this game too, because they just want to play 1v1 all over the pitch, which was harder later on the pitch, because then we had an overload because we played 11v10. I think this game tomorrow will challenge us in different ways. But if in general what we want to get to is when we're in possession, be quicker in our decision making, do a little bit better in execution technically. So your first touch, the pace of the ball, where do you pass it to, and then execution and connections. That's in general what we talked about, what we can transfer to the game tomorrow. And of course, we want to take out those transition moments.
What are you expecting from Australia?
Of course, with Joe Montemurro, they have a new coach since the summer. So they played a couple of friendlies. I think what he has expressed and what we've seen, Australia is a very powerful team too. Of course, a top team. They played earlier a bit more direct. They started to play in the build a bit more too. So that's what we expect tomorrow. And let's see how we can challenge them.
Ella, we just spoke to Steph Catley, and she was saying this kind of feels like a little bit of a revenge game for Australia, considering what England did to them in the World Cup. You've just come off a physical game against Brazil. Are you sort of prepared for another physical one?
Yeah, I mean, physical games aren't my cup of tea usually. But no, I thought we did really well against Brazil. They definitely posed a threat that we hadn't, been challenged against before. And we know that we're capable of putting up with that. We know that the Australians are going to be the same. They're going to be physical all over the pitch. For Australia, I think we broke a lot of their hearts out at the World Cup. So for them, it'll feel like a revenge game. And for us, we just want to go out there and put on a big performance. And we know that it's going to be difficult. But like I say, we want to put on a big performance for the fans who are going to be watching us.
I know this camp's about learning, it's about sort of starting the new cycle for the World Cup, but how much do you just want to go out there and just win off the back of a loss?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're England, we want to win every game, and these two games are friendlies, but to us, there is no friendlies in football. We want to win every game that we play in. It's difficult when you lose a game, but there's a game right around the corner to put things right, and for us, we're going to go out there, put on a big performance, perform well, and hopefully get the win. Finally,
every time Sarina sits in front of us, someone asks about Maya Letitia.
So you're asking me instead?
Yeah, well, you work with her all the time, right? So she's one of the most talked about players in this squad all of a sudden. How does she I know she's like the ultimate professional, but how does she deal with it? And do you think the talk, the hype around her is kind of fair?
I mean, I play with Maya week in, week out at club. I see what type of person and player she is. She's the ultimate professional for such a young player as well. She's the captain of the club and she puts in consistent performances. But I know Maya as a person and a player, and I know that wherever she's asked to play, she'll go out there and give absolutely everything for the team. And we saw that The other day in the Brazil game, she started off as the right back and moved to the centre back position. And like I say, she give 100% no matter what. So yeah, I don't think it affects her too much. She still does what she does day in, day out at club, works hard, always in the gym and always last one on the training pitch as well. So yeah, whenever she's called upon, I know she'll give her best.
Thank you both.
Thanks, Anton. We'll go to Emma at the BBC. Thanks.
Hi both. I believe it was your birthday yesterday, Sarina. Is that right?
I turned 30.
Well, you look great. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
I just wonder if you can tell us what having Hannah Hampton back, if she is back, maybe gives you in terms of being able to potentially play a little bit more direct with her distribution.
I think that we all have seen what she can bring. I think she's a good goalkeeper. First task of a goalkeeper, of course, keep the ball out of the net together with the team, because that's not only the task of a goalkeeper. But what she's also very good at is with her feet. That's the long distance kick she has, but also playing possession game. That's what is really also a super strength of her.
Kit asked you the other day whether or not you'd figured out how to sort of solve that slow starts that you've had to games. Have you found the answer yet?
Well, first of all, we didn't start slow the games. You're saying that, but I think the Spain game we started good and we could have scored a 1-0. The Italy game we could have scored a 1-0. The Sweden game we didn't start that well. The France game in the Euros we started really well and scored a goal. So I don't agree that we have slow starts all the time. We just got behind. I do agree. Last Saturday we didn't start well enough. We had to get more physical. We talked about that. We did that in the review. The players felt the same. So we definitely going to start or going to give everything to start better tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. And Ella, can I move on to you? I know Jess Park obviously has had to leave the England squad with concussion, but as someone who's played with her at United this season, how have you found her move to the club and that connection that you seem to be building together?
Yeah, it's been really positive. It's been a great move for Manchester United having Jess come in, and she's been performing consistently week in, week out for us and helping us with goals and assists. And yeah, I think the relationship that we've built in these past few games has been really exciting. She's someone who I enjoy playing with. I know that I can give her the ball in tight areas and she can get out. So yeah, it's still building connections, but I think it's working really well so far, and she's been a great addition to the club.
And can that help England as well when you've got yourself and Jess playing together so regularly, training together and in positions that are so close to each other?
Yeah, I think it's really important that you make connections at club and then you bring them to the national team. I also think that it's key when you're in the national team to also make them connections with players who you don't play with at club. I think for me, Kira and Georgia, we've played together in the midfield quite a few times, so we've definitely learnt them connections on the pitch, and I think they work really well. So yeah, it's important to have those club connections, but also making sure that we make those connections when we're here for 10 days on international camps and we make use of the training.
Thanks both, enjoy tomorrow.
Thanks, we'll go to Kit at the Times, please. Thank you.
Hi both. Sarina, can I ask a little bit about your relatively new coaches? I know you talked about them a bit during the squad announcement, but with Janeka and Arvid, how has the first, I suppose, match week and first game with them been?
Yeah, it has been good. Of course, we have to get adjusted to each other. We're working out the flow. We're working out, okay, what fits best to both and myself and the rest of the staff towards the players. So also in that part with our staff, we're trying out things and see what's best to do to get the best out of them and to get the best out of our technical staff towards the playing group. But I think so far things are going really well, and the connection with the players also.
The two of them obviously replaced Ian. Have they?
And Tuzi.
And Tuzi, yeah.
Tuzi's still here, but she has
in
another
a different role. Yeah. Have Janeka and Arvid taken on specific roles at this stage, kind of between them, or are you still kind of working that out?
Yeah, we have done. Of course, we have like a whole workflow and roles and responsibilities and tasks, and we have divided those tasks. And we set with some tasks like preparing the opponent's meeting, and we said, okay, how are we going to do that? Who's going to do that? And we tried 2 different things in that, and then we're going to review that later on and see what's best, what works best for everyone.
And just finally in this, obviously you had such and still do have such a strong relationship with Arjan that's been well documented. Is it easy to kind of replicate that relationship when the new coaches come in, or does that take a little bit of time?
No, that take a little bit of time. What I absolutely don't want to do is replicate literally what we had, because we have two different personalities. Like my personality with Arjen, we worked together for 8.5 years, and that went so organically and smoothly that we didn't need words almost anymore. So I don't want to replicate that. This brings new dynamics, different personalities, but also different qualities. And I really want to bring that together and get the best out of ourselves, because that means if we get the best out of ourselves, we can support the team in the best possible way. So yes, probably things will be things are different. But that doesn't mean that it's not okay. There's also different dynamics, which is good. Sometimes new energy, new dynamics.
Ella, sort of on a similar theme, like the players also had a really strong relationship with Arjan. How are you then maybe not trying to replicate the same relationship with the new coaches, but create another strong connection in its own right as players and the coaches?
Yeah, I think it's really important to create connections with the new members of staff. I think they've come in and they've made a really good first impression on the players. They've been really positive. We've really enjoyed the training sessions that they've put on, and they're very good at the tactical information that they're giving us. So I think obviously it takes time, but it's something that we're willing to try out. And I think so far so good, and it's important to create those connections and build them in the time that we spend together.
Is there anything in particular that's defining their coaching styles yet, be it Janneke or Arvid?
I mean, it's a bit soon, isn't it? We've only had about 4 sessions on the grass. But like I say, they've been really positive. You can see that in the way that they coach on the grass. But also the information that they give us in the tactical meetings has been really important. So I think they've fitted in really well. And like I say, we've got to make use of the time that we have on camps together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kip. We'll go across to Katie at ITV, please. Thank you.
Hello and happy belated birthday, Sarina.
Yeah, thank you.
Esme Morgan started the last game at centre-back. How close is she to becoming a regular starter in that position for England?
I think, I can't answer that question yet. I think she's doing really well. I think over the last period, I think the last 2 years, she has developed really well. Of course, we all know she moved from England to the US, where she has been challenged in like the 1v1 duels, defending, spacing behind, because that's a little bit more the type of game is played over there. I think that really helped her play it consistently. And I think she's really developing on the pitch, but also off the pitch, you can tell that she's developing as a human being too. So it's really nice to work with that and to see that development and to help her. And of course, it's up to her what it will look like in the nearest future. But I'm happy with what she shows at the moment.
Where does she need to improve, in your opinion?
I think there's things she can improve in everything. I think she has a lot of pace. I think she's in possession. She's good in the possession game. She sees pictures and can speed up the game. I think at moments like defending the space, she has improved a lot, but there's still something to do. And we have talked a lot about defending in the box, but I see improvement in there, and then she's still working on that.
Ella, great to see the celebrations at Buckingham Palace. I'd love to know who instigated Proud by Heather Small as one of the main songs of the Euros?
It was Esme, I think. I know that she really liked that song, and I also really like that song, so I was buzzing when she came out. But we definitely had a good few songs that will always stick in mind when we think back to the Euros.
As you can tell, we're speaking to Esme very shortly. So what's she like away from the pitch?
Oh, I love Esme. I mean, we go way back to when we were at Man City together, and we used to go to sixth form. I can't remember what it was called. It was that long ago. We used to go to sixth form together and sit in the car and eat our dinner together. So, we go way back, and I think she's an unbelievable person, a great player, and someone who I love spending time with. I can sit and listen to Esme tell a story for hours. So, she's a good, kind, caring human, and hopefully she says nice things about me.
I'm sure she will. Thank you.
Thanks, Katie. We'll just go behind you. Yeah,
Hi.
We'll go there. Thank you.
Hi, Donna Allos, BBC Radio Derby. We're really excited to have you in Derby. We heard this morning that Pride Park is sold out. Tomorrow we had some families in the studio this morning. How important is it for you to take football around the country, to get people in Derby to get to see their heroes?
Yeah, I think that's really nice. I think the fans has shown so much support for us here in England, but also in Switzerland and before. And we're very grateful for that, and it really helps us. That's also, of course, one of the reasons that we go around the country and that we can get closer to people, or people can come, have the opportunity to come to our games. So again, like now it's sold out. It's just incredible. We'll never take that for granted. But it's also on a Tuesday evening. So yeah, then it's really nice for the people that live around this area that they then can come to the game. So it's going to be a great support again. We really appreciate it. We enjoy it too, and it says that we're trying to connect with our fans all the time.
Thank you. And Ella, I spoke to Hannah Hampton last week about the fans. She said they play such an important part. She's still so humble and says she can't believe that anyone turned out for the parade, which is just so bizarre. But how important is it for you to hear that it's sold out tomorrow? And like I said, we had two young girls playing today, and they were basically so excited about seeing you. How does that make you feel as a player?
No, it's amazing. I think for women's football to sell out stadiums is, it's still a pinch me moment. And we love the fans. They've been amazing for us in, every tournament that we've played in, and they've got bigger and better and louder as the years have gone on. So yeah, it's something that we're really proud of as players, that we can go to different stadiums around the country and sell them out. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to having the fans there tomorrow, and hopefully we put on a good performance for them.
Thank you. They told me to tell you to win, by the way.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
We'll go there, please. Thank you.
Hi, Sarina. The game against Brazil was obviously the first loss since France in July, so a pretty decent run of results. How eager are you and the team in general to just go again and right that wrong in Brazil?
Yeah, we're excited to go again tomorrow. That we have the opportunity straight away to show who we are. You also know in football we play tough opponents all the time, and also in these friendlies we want to play top level countries because they will challenge us the way we need to be challenged. Because if we want to improve our game, and that's absolutely what we want, then we have to play top opponents, and that's exactly what we do. So you can't always control whether you're going to win or lose. We're going to play to win, and at the same time we want to improve every single game, and being challenged really shows areas where we need to improve in.
Yeah. And Ella, just quickly, obviously on the Brazil game, a lot of talk has been about how physical it was and often didn't have all the hallmarks of a so-called friendly. What do you think that you learnt from that game and how Brazil played and came up against you, and what can you take from that game and improve on?
Yeah, like I said before, it was definitely a game that we've not really come up against before. Their style of play and the way they were 1v1 all over the pitch made it really difficult for us. But I think when we stuck to the principles and the game plan, I think we created a lot of chances. And on another day, we could have put much more of them away. I think we created 18 and only 3 on target. So, like I say, we'd be more struggling if we weren't creating those chances. But like I say, on another day, you put some of them away and it's a completely different game. So yeah, we definitely learned a lot against them. And it was important to play a team that posed a different threat. And yeah, like I say, it's not a European team, so they play a different style of play. But yeah, one that we definitely learned a lot from.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any final questions? Of course, we'll go to the front row. No problems.
Hi, Nora Fernandez beyond the pitch. England fans expect a lot from this team. What would you say to them after the loss?
I would say to them, thanks for coming. I hope you still enjoyed it. I hope you saw that we really gave our everything to change the score and to win the game. And we'll go again tomorrow and hope they'll bring us the same support that we always get from them. And we're going to and try to win the game. But at least we give our everything.
Hi, Ella. What do you think was a turning point in the match?
I think when they went down to 10 men, maybe, we then had a free player on the pitch. But yeah, I think they still made it really difficult for us. They still man-marked us, followed us around the pitch. But like I say, we created a lot of chances, and on a different day, we could have put more of them away. And like Sarina said, we gave 100%, and we tried our best to change the scoreline. So yeah, hopefully we can do that next time.
What do you say to the fans who are still doubting the team?
Oh, I hope there's not that many doubters. I think for what we've done over the past few years, it's football, and some games you win and some games you lose, and the ones that you lose, you probably learn the most from. So we'll definitely learn a lot from it, and it's nice that 2 days later we can play another game and put those wrongs rights, and yeah, hopefully we can put on a big performance and get a win.
How does it feel playing in a sold-out stadium? Do you hope for more at United?
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's amazing playing in sold-out stadiums. It's what you dream of as a little girl, and for women's football, that's what we try and do. We try and put it on the map and get as many people there watching us. So when we come away with England, we sell out stadiums, and it's amazing. And hopefully you can take that back to club and sell as many tickets as possible. And yeah, I think we'll keep fighting for that and keep pushing women's football so that hopefully we can make sure that we sell out stadiums at club level as well.
One final question, Sarina. What clicked in a game against Brazil?
Oh, I think some things clicked really well, some things didn't. I think at moments we wanted to play out of their first press and find Alessia Russo very quickly, and I think we did that a couple of times. And that's also where we came to the moment that they got the red card, so played into her, because she was 1v1 all the time, and then either set and have the runs in behind, which was one of the ones with Ella. I think those moments when we could create a little more of those, especially in the first half, when we clicked, then we did really well, when we really made them feel uncomfortable.
Thanks both. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take a final 2 questions on the back row. Thank you very much.
Hi, Sarina.
Hi.
The last time you played Australia was in the World Cup in 2023. Are you excited to play them again, but this time in a friendly context?
No, I didn't think about it that way. I'm just really excited that we play Australia again. I think they're a top-level team, and they will challenge us in a way that we want to be challenged. Of course, it's a non-European team, but so many players play here in the Women's Super League, so they know each other really well. But no, I'm not really looking back at the World Cup semi-final. It was an incredible game, by the way, but we have moved on. They have moved on. They have another coach now who wants to play a little more out of the back, and yeah, we're just preparing for that, and we're really looking forward to the game. And I hope together with Australia we can get a very good pitch on the game that everyone will be excited about.
Great, thank you. Quickly, Ella. This morning, Steph Catley said that playing England is almost like a sibling rivalry. There's 10 players from the Australia squad who play in the WSL for club. For you, although you may not play with them at United, do you prepare differently for a game when you know players from club level when you play them in international games?
I think it gives you more of an insight as to what them players bring to the pitch. You play against them week in, week out at club level, so you definitely know the strengths and weaknesses of each player. But yeah, I don't think it changes it too much. You're stepping out onto the pitch to put 100% in and win the game, no matter who you're playing against. But yeah, we definitely have a little bit more insight as we play them, at a weekend with club. So yeah, there's definitely a few who pose us a threat. But yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Okay, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. We'll see many of you tomorrow at Sold Out Pride Park. Thank you.
Thank you.